Well, hello, class. As you can see, we are now on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. This monument was erected to remember the legacy, presidency of Abraham Lincoln. And as we'll go in, we'll see the statue of Abraham Lincoln and his role, particularly during the Civil War. Another important historical significance of this spot is on this very location right here where we're standing is where Martin Luther King gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech in August of 1963. And so it has kind of dual purpose for us. Of course, 1963 was the 100th anniversary of Lincoln issuing the Emancipation Proclamation. So it's historically important then and now. Of course, I'm honored to be here with a number of students who are all studying American history too at Northampton Community College this semester. And they've all read not only the "I Have a Dream" speech, but Martin Luther King's first book, Why We Can't Wait. So I just want to ask them, what does it mean to you to physically be on the same spot in history, where history was made?
It's very incredible to stand in the same spot Martin Luther King Jr. gave his speech. It's been a long-time dream of mine to stand here, and here we are. That's all I can pretty much say.
So his dream and your dream to actually be here. For students who have been, who just sitting in a classroom now at Northampton Community College, just reading about this in their textbook, or reading, seeing slides or PowerPoints about it, how different is it to physically be at any place in history versus just reading about it?
Completely. Totally different. I mean, I don't know. I look at it in a book and I'm like, okay, I know what the place looks like. I know, what he did there. And then you stand there and you're like, oh, so this is what Martin Luther King felt like looking at this, only filled with like killing people. And it's like really intimidating to even imagine. So I'm like, I don't like it.
Could you give us that view? If you're standing here where Martin Luther King was, there was the podium, and then everything on the wall here was just packed with people. You couldn't even see the grass. So everything up to the reflecting pool, was just covered with people. Of course, as we learned in class, A. Philip Randolph wanted to have a march here in 1941. And so when they actually went ahead with it in 1963, they had no idea how many people might show up. And some of King's aides came out early in the morning, about 5:30 in the morning, to the mall, and it was empty. And they thought it might be a failure. The roads getting here was so packed with buses. This is before the interstate was opened up, that by 9:30, it started to pack. By the time King gave the speech late in the afternoon, it was packed as you saw in the photographs. Let me ask you another question. What do you think about King's ideas having read his book, Why We Can't Wait? The purpose of that demonstration, because the march did have point was called for jobs and freedom, and it was the largest demonstration of civil disobedience and democratic protest ever take place here in the nation's capital. What kind of you think about from King's writing and works being here today?
His writings are inspirational. They tell of something that, not a lot of people can do, and it's amazing that someone in his time could have done and achieved everything that he has.
So that march in 1963 helped the legislation in the Capitol building on the other side to be passed the following year in 1964, and the Voting Rights Act in 1965. So you can say that the march was not only successful as a historic moment, which they didn't know then, but it achieved its desired purpose, was to bring about political change in America and to do it non-violent. You could do that by assembling people here on a march in the nation's capital and making a difference. Hope you're enjoying the course. Hope you're enjoying the reading. Take care. Have a wonderful day.